I might not should have cut the first one off, because I have thought of other things since then. He's going on about Vancouver, BC now in the chat. I guess I can see where he is coming from. I said he was neutered when that's basically what I have been this whole past year. Said he was in a box. I was in the same box. I put myself in that box. I've been coming to realize over the past month or so that I have not been true to myself. I have not been the real me. And it's not just flat Earth. It's been that way for a long time, many years. So long, in fact, I really don't know if I can be the real me anymore. But I want to find a way. I want to try and become who I used to be, who I would be now had I not changed into the person I became, because that person was not me. Everybody has their own story and their own life. If anything, this whole YouTube flat Earth experience that I've had with it has shown me, has forced me to come to terms with the fact that I have not been true to myself in a long time. And what this has here with this VB, I don't know, change or flip flop or whatever you want to see it as. Some said he like sold out or changed sides or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I can relate because I know what it's like. To not be yourself. I censored myself. I stopped making videos, stopped speaking my mind for fear of what the ramifications would be if I spoke my mind and, heaven forbid, were perceived to be someone such as Validation Boy a year ago, 6 months ago. Now, because of that fear, I have become what I feared. Whereas Validation Boy is no longer representative of what that fear represented, what that fear was about. But someone that always spoke his mind before now seems to clam up about it. He's not so vocal anymore about those particular topics. That's what I was talking about in the previous video. All of his transgressions have been forgiven by certain people. I took great pains to not make those transgressions, and yet it did not help. Censoring myself did not help. And I have become what I have feared in the end anyway. for reasons I'm not entirely certain of. It just forced me again to see that not being myself did not help. Trying to match an image or force a smile didn't help. And it's just strange to me, sad turn of events that has transpired in my own personal life. That's what YouTube does, though. YouTube gives you a voice, and I have neglected to use that voice. And now I'm suffering for it, I suppose, the consequences. I boxed myself in by choosing not to speak my mind, and not to speak at all. And because of that, I have cut myself off from the kind of person I want to be, the kind of person I know that I am. And I have become something that is not representative of who I am, or who I will be in the future, who I can be. And it's sad that it comes to this, but perhaps it is necessary. Perhaps it was necessary for me to see that in myself, so that I know I need to change it, to make it right in myself. I cannot be responsible for how other people choose to see me. It's just people being people. And you can't expect anything more out of them than for them to do what they think is right. I have done what I have thought was right. I stand by what I've done, trying to help people. Whether they see it as such or not is not my problem. I cannot be held accountable for things that they would accuse me of, whatever they feel I've done to them. I know I've tried to help, regardless of how they feel. And in a way, Validation Boy has shown that to me. That I do not need validation from other people to be who the hell I am. It has occurred to me that I have been seeking validation in a way, and that I was trying to censor myself so that validation would not go away. All that did was cause those people to see me as weak, and because of that, they pulled that away. Just as Validation Boy has now become weak because he has censored himself. He's in the process of censoring himself He finds ways to word around it, to walk around it, to skirt the issue, but I have brought up the points to him, and I can tell he's not speaking his mind fully. I can tell he is cutting himself short, cutting off his words. I can tell he's holding it back, and I know what that feels like because I've done it before. Back when I used to make videos before I stopped. I'm a good judge of character, and I'm usually right about people. Like I said, I don't have anything against him, but there are YouTubers that I made videos about back like a year ago and was judged by people I care about for those videos, so I stopped making them. But that hurt me in the end because it took away my voice. So these videos, it's not about him. I'm just watching this while I'm talking, using this hangout as an example, I suppose, for what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is I just need to get used to speaking my mind again and not being afraid of what the ramifications will be, because as it is now, I'm worse off than where I was when I started. And I may well be worse off because I stopped speaking my mind. And so I'm going to have to start doing that again. Even though most of this stuff I don't even really care about, all these goings on. It's just another day. Just another day. Day by day we fade away as eons pass through the hourglass. Johnny Cash did a version of the song Hurt. It's a very good song. I can relate to it. The last lines in the song, he says, if I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way. And that's about where I'm at right now. I'm going to have to find a way to regain composure, regain my footing, regain myself, my own integrity, trueness to who I am. Somewhere on the way, I think I've lost part of that. I haven't done anything against my standards or against my values. I've just not gone to the extent of those values. I've not gone to the limit. I've not been fully myself. I haven't gone against who I am. I just haven't fully been who I am. And that's my fault. That's on me. I can't blame anybody else for that or what I want to. There are things that I do blame others for. Uh, but really, you can only expect them to be them. You can't expect other people to not be who they are or what they are. So I become myself, I be me, and they will be them, and it's just going to be what it is. It's just something that hurt me about a month ago, and it still hurts. But regardless of what I may think is right or wrong about that situation, the truth is, it was the entire. It was me not being fully myself that led to that point. Whatever the past might have been, whatever possibilities might have been, I don't know. All that I know is that the courses of action that I took led me to where I am, and that what I chose to do at the time, all along the way, was to not be fully representative of myself, not fully promotional of myself, not fully being me. And so if there's one change that I should like to make about the past or the future going forward, that would be it. Because as I said, it has not helped me. In the end, it only really hurt me. Because people don't understand who I am to me, what it means to me, what I represent in myself to me. I cannot expect them to understand that, therefore I cannot expect them to understand my actions. My points of view, my values are not their values, not their points of view, and I cannot expect them to be. However, I need to fully represent those values. It's just hard. We become what we fear. So the solution is to stop being afraid. I guess it's easier said than done. So close yet so far. I hope things can be rectified. That's my aim. That is my goal. Is always rectification, to make right what is wrong, to fix things. That's the whole point of my nature, is to make everything right in the world, with people, with things. And people don't always agree with that. And sometimes when disagreements occur, they see you as part of the problem that needs to be fixed, and so their solution becomes getting rid of you, even though you are the one that wants to fix the problems. And it could very well be that they do not understand or see what the real problem is. Usually when you talk about problems, people see you as being contentious, and they see that contention as the problem, and the easiest solution is to get rid of the source of that contention instead of dealing with what the problem is at hand. That's been my problem dealing with people for a long time. It's because I see so many problems that need to be fixed or addressed. People just start to see me as that problem. And everyone just lets things go, lets things be, lets things slide, and they don't care. To me, that's not caring. To me, I care about things, and they don't. But to them, that's not the case, because they don't see it that way, because they don't have the same perspective of what are problems and what are not problems, what should be fixed and what should not be fixed. And it just causes contention where I am not intending to be contentious. That's just how they see it. Anyway, It's 20 minutes. I will cut it off here for now. And again, I will catch you later. Until then, take it easy.